All right, what would you do if someone broke into your house? You might call 911, right? Well, a pastor in Antioch, California went a step further and took matters into his own hands when someone broke into his church. He put his martial arts skills to use and held an intruder down until police got there. Joining us right now is that pastor, Nick Neves of First Family Church. Good to see you, Pastor. We understand that you were in the church, you saw broken glass, and then what did your instincts tell you to do?
Well, happy Lord's Day to you. The Lord's Day is the best day. It's good to talk to you on this Sunday. We weren't expecting anything like this to happen. Sometimes I'll get an ADT call and I'll have to come down to the church to check on what's happening. This particular time, I just happened to come and see smashed glass. And so I knew I needed to investigate closer. And I went around to the back side of the building where I found a door that was propped open. As I was entering the door or trying to enter the door, the gentleman came at me with a handful of our goods. And so I ordered him to stop, essentially told him that I was making a citizen's arrest and he needed to just stop and wait for the police to get there. And he didn't want to stop and wait for the police. So when he tried to escape, I grabbed a hold of him. We ended up in the parking lot of the church, just wrestling around a bit until the police could come and apprehend.
Oh my gosh. So you grabbed a hold of him, you wrestled a little bit. I mean, you're really kind of downplaying your skills here because you've been practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu since high school, I understand. And even though you never thought you'd have to use it on a human, you did. So what were those moves?
Yeah, so basically I just focused on trying to keep myself from harm. I assessed the situation. I know there were some reports that he was an axe-wielding thief, but that wasn't the case. We found the axe after the fact. He broke out a window with that axe, but he didn't have a weapon. And so I thought that I would be competent enough to be able to hang on to this guy until the police arrived. So it was mostly, I just wanted to make him kind of carry my weight and keep his hands from doing me any harm. He did the best he could to try to hurt me and get away, but thankfully God was very gracious to me, and I didn't sustain any major injuries or anything. And I tried not to hurt him as well. I didn't have any hatred toward the man. I didn't want to do any harm, but at the same time, the gospel ministry that we do is very important. And when someone smashing our windows and destroying our property and taking things from here, it makes it harder for us to care for people.
Oh my gosh. So you essentially carried out a nice fight, you're saying. But I'm wondering, you were putting your, life on the line. You were taking a lot of risks here because you never know how it's going to go. So what was it that he was trying to take?
Well, in the moment, I didn't have a chance to test everything that he had. After the fact that he had loaded up a cart with some tools from the church, gone through all the desks of the pastors and tried to find anything of value that he could get his hands on. And so some food, some cleaning supplies, some chemicals from our closet. I didn't really know what was going on at the time. I just knew the man was robbing us. And, I know that as a biblical, be able to protect the people that I care about. And one of the ways you protect them is making sure that they're as well. So I would stop the man if I could. I know some people probably would disagree with my decision. I don't know if my wife was super happy about me doing it, but having a background in wrestling, I was pretty confident that as long as he didn't have a weapon, I was going to be able to handle things. And thankfully, it turned out for the best. This man needed to be accountable for his crimes, and I don't think it's a cruel thing. When we break the law, we're doing ourselves harm as we're doing other people harm. And I hope that this causes him to reflect on his actions. And hopefully he turns to the Lord and recognizes that there's forgiveness for him in Christ Jesus if he's willing to face what he did and confess it before God.
Oh, well, Pastor Nick Neves, I'm so glad we had a chance to talk with you, especially before our signal seems to really be on the outs. But I do want to let our viewers know that our CNN did get a chance to talk to you earlier, and you said, I'm going to quote now, if he came to church on Sunday, I'd be glad to share the gospel with him still. So we really appreciate you taking the time
Absolutely.
and being with us, even though he, broke into your house of God, and you still being very forgiving with him.